He swore he was protecting her, but by morning, she was gone. In this true crime documentary, a quiet Kansas City night breaks apart with a loud sound. When cops get there, they find Nathan Fry hands red, voice shaking, and a story that doesn't quite make sense. Hey, before we dive in, just a quick heads up. This one mentions domestic incidents and, yeah, some gun-related stuff. If this one feels heavy, it's okay, hit pause, grab some air, and come back when you're ready. All right.
Okay, just set your shoes down there. What's going on? I see blood all over your hands. What's going on?
Cops roll up and see a guy with red stains on his hands, 30-year-old Nathan Fry. He's in that dazed, 1,000-yard stare mood. You know, the cops are like, hey man, what happened? And he's just mumbling, can't even get a full sentence out.
Our victim is here with a shot to the head. It looks like large amount of brain matter on the ground.
What the police didn't know was that Nathan wasn't the innocent bystander they thought he was. He was a self-appointed vigilante, someone who felt he had the right to judge, the right to punish. But in that mad game of justice, another innocent person lost their life because of it.
What you're telling me doesn't match what Shannon's telling me. It's not matching what Christopher's telling me. Nate, listen to me. I'm trying to help you.
Nate jumped up on the bed, steps back 2 feet, and then I hear bang.
Who just fired the arm, Nathan or Chris?
Well, that's what we're going to figure out, okay?
One of you guys better take them away before I see them, because I will kill them both.
Dispatch had this frantic 911 call. Someone inside the house has a severe head injury from a firearm.
911, location of your emergency.
We need an ambulance. Somebody's been shot.
Are they outside or inside?
No, they're inside the house.
Okay, is someone there at least controlling the bleeding?
I don't know.
Okay, do you know where they were shot at?
No, she's in the chest or somewhere. It's in her head.
She's shot in her head?
Yes, she's
okay,
not. Oh my God.
Is she awake at all?
With a shotgun. Oh
shot
my God.
in the head with a shotgun.
Yes.
Was this accidental? Is the gun still on scene?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, I just want to request that no one touch that weapon. I do have law enforcement and medical heading to you, okay?
Police are on the scene. And this is the man at the beginning of the video. He appears to be in shock.
Come on over here. Where's everyone else at? They're downstairs? Okay, just set your shoes down there. What's going on? I see blood all over your hands. What's going on?
Chris got in an argument and he started throwing things.
Who did?
Chris.
Oh, her and Chris? Okay.
He started arguing. He got close and loud and picked up something and threw it. And
were you in the room?
I had just gotten it back.
Okay. Did he pick up a rifle or a shotgun or what? All right. Just come over here. I'll put you in the car.
Nathan mumbles that Chris was arguing and throwing stuff, but he hints there was a blow-up inside. Voices raised. Things tossed at the time. The police didn't know who Chris was, but they would soon find out that man was the key to the whole case. Cops detain Nathan for safety and start sorting people. At the same time, many witnesses began to leave the house. Shannon, the 911 caller and close friend of the victim, tells officers Nathan had a firearm, but her words didn't match Nathan's.
Okay, what was going on?
Chris and her were up there fighting.
Okay. Anybody else see it?
No, I heard it.
Okay.
In my room, and obviously Nate pulled out the shotgun. I don't know what happened.
Nate pulled out the shotgun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everything, he's got gems mad all over him.
Oh, okay.
Chris says.
Chris says he pulled it out?
Yeah. He's always carrying around weapons.
Nathan is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just have a seat right there. Who else is inside besides Chris?
Shannon told police that Nathan pulled the trigger, but she admitted she didn't see the shooting firsthand. She only heard it from Chris, the only person still in the house after everyone else left. Sensing the situation could be dangerous, police immediately called for reinforcements, surrounded the house, and ordered Chris out.
Chris, come on over this way, man. Okay, come on over here. Come to me, son. Make sure you got no weapons. Okay. This is what happened, man.
Talking about opportunities by the taking the mic.
Right.
Got upset. came at me. That shotgun. Again. Saw the gun go off. I thought he loaded it with some kind of water. Sprayed down. And
Okay.
I realized I hadn't been shot.
Okay. Go ahead and go. Okay. Do me a favor. I don't want you to talk to anybody else, okay?
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and have a seat over here by the front of this Dodge Durango, please. Right over here.
Officers call Chris out of the house. He comes out covered in blood. He also points at Nathan, says Nathan raised the gun. It's suddenly discharged, and it's suddenly discharged. Two people, two versions, and both blaming each other. Cops are skeptical of Chris because he's, got history domestic incidents linked to this address, so he's not exactly a clean narrator. Still, they lock down the scene and separate everyone inside. They witnessed a distressing scene.
Newport Police! Newport Police! This way. All right, she's getting her. All right, you want to go right there? Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah. And there's a lot of blood on the ground, so our victim is here with a shot to the head. It looks like large amount of brain matter on the ground.
Shotgun?
Shotgun. That's what initially is being said. Yes.
The victim, Jennifer Lee, 44, mom of two, just trying to rebuild her life. You know, police were already familiar with the address. It was a frequent site of domestic disputes between Jennifer, her ex-husband Chris, and her new boyfriend Nathan. Records showed the relationship was complicated and explosive. Nathan stepped in to protect her, but that day, things just spun out of control between protection and assault. The line was blurred. Jennifer's son arrives, and officers quietly explain what happened.
Hey, there's no easy way to say this, bud. But there was some kind of altercation in your mom's room, and a firearm was discharged, and your mom was passed. I have grandma coming.
Who just fired the arm, Nathan or Chris?
Well, that's what we're going to figure out, okay? That's what we're going to figure out.
One of you guys better take them away before I see them, because I will kill them both.
Okay, we'll take care of it, okay? Hey, your brother's right around the corner.
Okay, I'm going to take my wife's inside.
He's furious, devastated, totally human. Minutes later, an older woman arrives at the scene, Jennifer's mother. Little did she know, her daughter was gone.
Natalie? I'm here. Second, real so I can talk to you. Real quick.
Lucy, shut up.
This is Jared Horton. He's one of our chaplains here.
Hi.
Okay.
Somebody's dead.
Yes.
Who?
Jennifer.
Oh, God, no, no, no.
I'm sorry.
It's one of those painfully quiet moments where real life hits harder than any case file, families in pieces. When an officer approached and said that Nathan and Chris would be taken in for questioning, Nathan suddenly shifted his story.
Hey, Nate. For everyone's safety, where did you put the shotgun at?
I didn't have a shotgun.
You didn't have a shotgun?
No.
Okay, you told me earlier you put it away.
They had it put away.
Who put it away?
And Jen,
And had the gun put away? Okay. And how did somebody get shot if the gun got put away?
they were fighting all night.
Okay. But all I'm worried about right now is where the gun is. Just because that place is a disaster. Just walking in there to search, I don't want the gun to go off.
I honestly don't know.
Okay. You don't know where you put it?
I didn't put it anywhere.
Okay. All right. Hang tight then.
Nathan claims that he has never owned a gun. That inconsistency bumps him up the list for a closer look. And they're about to discover that his story is just the tip of a deadly mystery. Investigators move both Nathan and Chris for full interviews. Chris goes to a fire station to bag evidence and give a statement. Nathan to an interview room. At this point, the working theory shifts, yes. Witnesses say Nathan fired, but the big question becomes intent. Was it deliberate or a chaotic? Terrible accident.
You came upstairs this morning, or this afternoon, and then make something to eat. You said you then went in and checked in with Jen, looking for a cigarette, and then you told her you found the saw.
Yep.
Is that when she initially made the comment?
That was, yeah.
And when you talked to Jen, where was she at?
She was in a room.
She's in a room.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was in the room?
Her and Nate.
Okay.
And she started to shut down. She started to do other stuff while I was talking. And she stopped me and said, "Fine, I get it. I'm a horrible person. Shannon's your support person. And I'm done. Leave me alone." She got up, came towards me, and looked like she was going to swing, and I kind of curled back, and then I pushed her back into the room towards her bed, and out of the corner, I see Nate jump up on the bed, steps back about 2 feet into the middle of the bed, and then I hear bang. When I'm thinking I'm dead, I feel water. I think Jen coming at me, pushing back. He just got scared, and he had the obviously operational gun in his hand. Jumps up, stumbles because he's on a soft bed, and points the gun, pulls the trigger, and Jen stepped back to hit me. And her face was just...
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Chris says the shooting was accidental. He says he and Jennifer used to be married, but that marriage had long since fallen apart. Then, when Jennifer started dating Nathan, things got worse than ever. The weird part, all three lived together: Jennifer, her ex-husband Chris, and her new boyfriend Nathan. Years of conflict, jealousy, and chaos inside one house. Chris insists Nathan was the one who killed Jennifer, but when the police looked at him covered in blood, still, as they line up evidence, every sign points to Nathan. Witnesses say he held the gun. The spatter pattern says he was the one facing her. So detectives bring him in next to hear his side.
Man, you know the room's being audio and video recorded, right? Okay, so you say this all started last night?
I think because Chris was on one.
Chris was on one? What do you mean on one?
He was just ranting and raving, going through everything they were writing. I woke up this morning to them talking, and then he got more aggressive and louder. He got closer, she jumped up towards him, started yelling, told him to get out.
Nathan starts calm, echoing what Chris said, that there was an argument, that Chris was yelling, but then he hits a wall.
I know, I didn't shoot anyone.
Then who did?
I don't know.
Did you accidentally pull the trigger? Were you trying to make Chris stop?
I don't use weapons or anything when I get in.
Okay, so understand this. Pieces of her face and brain are on all over Chris. Okay? He was on the other side of her when she was shot. You've already told me there was just 3 people in that room. You, Jennifer, and Chris. Did you not love her? Did you not love her?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I know you didn't try to kill her. I know you didn't try to hurt her. You were probably trying to protect her. I'm aware of what Chris has done to her in the past. For Jennifer's sake, for her memory, be honest here, son. I know you didn't mean to do it.
I didn't know that.
There was only 3 of you in the room.
The investigator softens, says he knows Nathan didn't mean to. He's aware of how violent Chris could be, that Nathan might have been trying to protect Jennifer. Then the detective switches tone. He pretends to accuse Nathan on purpose to push him into correcting the record. If he has something to hide, the pressure will make him reveal it. But just when they believe they have the situation under control, a new layer of mystery begins to emerge.
Chris is telling me you picked it up, you aimed at it, and you shot him. You shot at him and then you hit Jennifer by mistake. That's homicide, that's murder. You first told me you knew nothing about the gun or how it happened. Now your statement's getting a little closer to what Chris said. So we need to stop lying, because it's not going to help you when with what you're going to be charged with. You need to be clear here. You need to be honest. Chris says you pick the gun up, you start to point it at him and you trip on the bed. Okay? So you just pointed the gun at him to make him leave, to make him stop. Is that what happened then? Okay, you were not wanting anybody to get shot. Because that makes a lot more sense. And when you pointed the gun at him, is that when you fell? Do you believe so? You have to speak up. I know you can speak up louder. Come on.
I believe so.
You believe so? So, this shotgun sounds like it belonged to Stewart, the gentleman that just recently passed away, right? A lot of his firearms were either destroyed or damaged in their house fire that they lost, right? So you were working on some of them, trying to get them. They were damaged, it sounds like, in the fire. Okay. How about the shotgun? How many times did you guys take the shotgun?
It's still iffy.
It was still iffy? What do you mean iffy?
Well, it's not fully put together with the actual stock or anything.
For that shotgun to fire, you have to cock the hammer back.
Very touchy.
What's very touchy?
This gun, this one doesn't have anything very securing it, so it's loose.
What's loose?
The mechanism stuff.
I understand it's very touchy, but if it is functional, there's enough pressure in that spring that there's no way that the hammer could fall back on its own. Did you pull the hammer back?
No.
Then how did the hammer get pulled back?
It was already pulled back.
Obviously you had your finger on the trigger.
There's no trigger guard. Anything.
There's no trigger guard?
No.
Okay.
I was missing a lot of pieces. I just picked it up and grabbed it.
I understand. So I can understand no trigger guard and the trigger could get hit. But
I did not pull a hammer back intentionally.
Okay.
I would not go that far. And I've told them that multiple times.
All right, man.
The weapons later confirmed to be exactly that, an unfinished, unreliable homemade firearm. It wasn't safe to even touch. It had no working safety, no solid stock, and a hair trigger that could discharge from a bump. Nathan's in tears, saying, "I just wanted to scare him off. Man, he never meant to cause harm to Jennifer. But you know how it goes. Good intentions don't undo what's been done. The woman he loved was gone, became the reason she was gone." Jennifer Lee's life ended with one misfired judgment. For raw, verified cases told through real footage. Follow MOPD True Crime documentary, where truth speaks louder than defense. Before we close, remember that behind every event are real people with families, struggles, and stories of their own. This documentary was made to acknowledge, not to exploit, awareness is the first step toward understanding.